every Monday evening from 6 to 7.
And where...
Ritchie Rosson Podcast, funny chat every Wednesday. Ritchie Rosson Podcast, funny chat every Wednesday.
Action! Hello everybody, welcome to the second episode. Hang on, cut. Boop.
Down, up, down.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the Ritchie Rosson Podcast. And today I have a special guest, my amazing long-time friend, inspiration, great artist, dancer extraordinaire. It's the fantastic Lala.
Yes! Lovely to see you, Ritchie.
Bong.
Bong.
Where are you from?
At the moment, I live in East Croydon.
But where are you from?
From Italy.
You're from Italy? I always thought you were Chinese.
No.
I thought you and Michael grew up in the same street in Hong Kong. I don't know what to say.
I miss the sea because in Italy I come from the sea, a place...
You came from the sea?
The name of the place is Pescara. That's my hometown, let's say.
Are you half fish?
Yes.
How long have you lived in London?
Since 1988.
The 80s?
Yes.
You are a big fan of the 80s, aren't you?
Some.
The music?
Yeah, the music.
The clothes?
Some.
The poems? So, tell me...
Wrong way round.
Sorry, wrong way round. So, tell me...
Yes.
I think these are actually for wind resistance. There's no wind in here. But it looks stupid like this, so I'll keep it on. Let me just check we're recording.
Today.
Yeah, we're rolling, baby. Episode 2, baby.
So, Ritchie, what have you been up to?
No, I'm the interviewer. So you are a fantastic dancer. You perform dancing, you teach dancing.
Yes.
When did you start to dance?
Since I was 11 years old.
Was that when you did your first dance class?
Yes, because my grades at school were not so good.
Yeah.
And I was in a non-school at the time, so I was forbidden to enroll into ballet or dancing.
So...
Yeah, I start to do dance. Obviously, you start with your first love is always ballet. And
So was ballet your first class?
Yes. And then from there, you know the rest of the story.
No.
I went into jazz dancing, modern jazz, contemporary dance, and I came over here to study at the Laban Center and the London Contemporary Dance School. And that I got my qualification into dance teaching and choreography. And
What's the Laban Center? What is that?
Rudolf von Laban was...
Who's she?
No, he's a guy that was one of the first to start the movement of modern dance in Europe, called contemporary dance.
Yes.
And he was
contemporary dance. That's the one where you roll around on the
Yes, and you do all strange things.
Where you roll around on the floor?
Yes.
Why don't they put Velcro on contemporary dancers and then
Because
they can clean the room at the same time?
I think they did. They did some costume with Velcro for people sticking each other. I think so. I'm a school teacher by trade.
Yeah.
But I hate it. I wanted to do art college. It was quite painful, so I needed to stop. Yeah, I wanted to...
You wanted to go to art college?
Yeah,
Oh, did you? What
definitely.
did you want to do there?
I wanted to do designing and fashion designing. At the time, I was very much into
fashion?
creative. Yeah,
Oh.
I used to draw and paint and do collages and paint on glass,
Yeah.
paint on fabrics.
Ah.
But it could be just a hobby for you.
When I was at school, there was an art college right next to my school. I loved the people at the art
Yes,
school. They were so cool and
Yeah.
cool
At
music.
the time, we got back to the 70s, and where I come from, let's say that the art college was portrayed like a bit unsavory, and it wasn't right for young ladies.
Yeah.
So my parents enrolled me to be a school teacher.
And when was your first dance performance?
It was at the end of when I finally enrolled, I was able to enroll in ballet, was the end of the year performance, and it was the Sleeping Beauty. And I was so good that I was one of the fairies. I was very, very praised for my performances.
Did you enjoy that first time on
Yes,
stage?
it was wonderful.
Did
I
you?
always wanted to dance. It was my passion.
Do you love to show off?
No more than no.
Do you love the attention?
Not the attention. I just love to dance with the music. 1988, I came to London.
I was 10 in 1988. And what other kinds of live shows have you done over the years? So you started, when did you first do your professional?
I was in Italy. I was with a ballet company.
Yeah.
And then I went into commercial. I was a back dancer for band.
A backing dancer for a band? Do you have any funny stories from on stage?
When obviously you lose a contact lens while you are performing, that
You
was
lost a
one.
contact lens while
Yes,
performing?
yes. So you just have got sight on one eye. Every time I went on stage, for me was just beautiful. What you want to do.
Do you have a
It's,
highlight of a best show that you thought, wow,
yes,
this is great
that
fun?
was one of the first one when I started Rawhead Dance Theatre, and I was working with an underground industrial band. And we did this collaboration. So we did this eclectic piece with angle grinder. At the time was very, very innovative. 3 nice guys, the musician, bare chest, full of tattoos at the time, and dreadlocks and piercing, and
wow.
and we were all 3 gorgeous girls and 2 other guys, very acrobatic.
So you do you like meeting crazy characters,
Yes,
diverse people?
yes, I always like
Yeah, me
collaboration
too.
with
I think
different
that's why
artists.
we got on well. We sort of met.
Yes, I
'Cause
remember.
Bang, 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 bang. Tell me about your dance teaching. How long have you been teaching dance?
When I was 19.
You were 19?
No, yes, 19.
Wow, so you've been teaching for 7 years.
30.
Do you enjoy teaching dance?
Yes, I
You do,
love
don't you?
it.
She's a brilliant dance
I
teacher.
love to see people smiling and dancing and using the
Farting.
music.
So where can someone come to do one of your dance classes, Lala?
I teach regular courses at City Lit College in Covent Garden in London. City Lit is an adult education college and it's got a wonderful dance program. And I teach the Charleston and the authentic jazz and the solo swing and jive. Also, I teach at the Jubilee Hall in Covent Garden.
Can people follow you online? Are you on Instagram,
I've got-
Twitter, MySpace?
I'm very old school. I'm not big with social media, but I do have a website and the name is swingoutandshimmy.com.
And is there a mailing list there?
Yes.
So they can put their email address
Yes,
in and get
or-
notified. If you're in London, sign up. Lala does lots of classes there. She's an amazing teacher. You meet a lot of fun people, don't you?
Yes, and it's a lovely music.
Have you taught any well-known people over the years?
Story is that I was teaching the swing and the jive in Kentish Town at the time, and one of my students was a famous actor, but I didn't recognize him. I didn't know.
Roger Lloyd Pack from Only Fools and Horses.
Yes, is he?
I met him at Lala's dance class.
And
Lovely
I
guy.
didn't know at all until one of my students told me. Obviously, I didn't know who he was, but then I work it out.
Yeah, so you got to know Roger well, didn't you?
Yes, a wonderful.
What was he like?
Wonderful guy.
Yes,
really. Utterly gentleman, pro community. We
Yes.
went, we performed. He organized a street dance festival.
Yes, I also performed
a
there.
street
Yeah.
party Kentish Town, Highgate Road, and it was a wonderful event. What a nice man, really, really pro community
Yes.
and pro arts.
And any funny stories in your classes over the years? Anyone burst into tears? Anyone fall over? Any injuries?
No
Any
injury.
any deaths in your class?
No, but there is a little.
No deaths.
No. But there is a funny, a funny little story. One of my students, I was teaching the swing, and one of my students was wearing this grey shorts type of.
Yes.
And he went obviously to the gents to relieve himself. And then he came back to the studio and he had marks on the trousers and no one wanted to dance with him. But he didn't realize that, a few drops of water after washing his hands fell on his trousers and he looked like if he wee-weed himself.
I recently found out I have ADHD, and it now makes sense to me why I attended 2 dance classes, not yours, but I attended one recently where I was completely lost after 5 minutes in this dance class. They would show us one step, then another step, and I was completely lost, and I was just so uncomfortable and so horribly awkward, and I had to leave the class after about 10 minutes. Have you ever had an experience of someone who just can't get the moves, just can't follow the choreography?
Yes, of course. When you teach adults,
Yeah.
everyone has got their own way of learning and
Yes.
to process and digest all the material.
What if they can't learn? What if you say do this, then this,
Well,
then this,
I
and they can't
believe
learn it?
I believe everyone can learn, but
Bits.
sometimes you have to have a bit more
Patience.
extra patience.
Yes.
And the key also is in your communication
Yes.
skills. How do you teach?
Because the teacher didn't notice me. He didn't. He wasn't looking at me, and
Yeah.
I'm just going. I haven't got the moves. Everyone in the class perfectly doing the moves.
No,
apart from me.
I'm for the class. I'm totally aware of my students. If I see some students is a bit slow or is not so fast in picking up, I go back.
Have you ever kicked a student out?
Oh, never.
Have you ever banned anyone?
Never, ever. Everyone is welcome. Everyone can dance like everyone can sing.
Have you always finished the class? Have you ever stopped a class?
No, I just finish when I need to finish.
Yeah.
Actually, people want more. They don't really like the end of my class. They
That's
like
a nice
when we
compliment,
carry
isn't it?
Yes.
It's like on YouTube if someone say this video is too short. People think, oh, I should make a longer video then next time. No, it was good because people think it was too short. If you did a class, people say, oh, it's too short. That's a good thing. It's not,
Yes.
oh, it should have been longer. That's good they wanted more, isn't it? Leave them wanting more. You know?
Oh, yeah.
We've been sitting for so long. I think it's time for a massage.
Ah. See,
like
like a
this?
massage.
Have you seen this for massage? These
No,
are
it's
great.
not
These are great.
massage.
Link in below to buy one. They're great though. They're best like that into the shoulder. What is something you miss about Italy?
The fresh tomatoes
The fresh tomatoes. Oh, the big juicy ones.
and the cime di rape. I miss it.
Cime di Rape is one of my favourite jazz singers.
No, cime di rape.
Who is-
Ritchie, cime di rape is a vegetable. It's from the family of broccoli.
Got mummy broccoli, daddy broccoli,
But I can't
uncle
find them.
broccolini. When you're in Italy, what do you miss about England?
Oh, I miss, believe it or not, I miss commuting with the train.
You miss the trains?
Yeah, and I miss my friends and I miss the English TV.
What do you like on TV?
Come
Yeah.
dine with me
You like Come Dine With Me?
and dinner date.
What's a TV show you like from Italy?
The old 70s movies that are absolutely hilarious.
Are they supposed to be hilarious, or you're just laughing?
Well,
at
no,
them?
some of them are not so politically correct now, but they are still fun to
Comedies.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think you've got over here a Benny Hill type of, I saw in Italy we had something like that as well, this tongue-in-cheek.
One of the things that I think Lala and I connected on was working out every day.
Yes.
Because there's this idea, like when you go to a gym, you sign up to a gym, and they always say, I recommend you work out 3 times a week. I'm like, 3 times a week? What are you talking about?
Three times a day.
Yeah, exactly. 3 times a day better. But for me, little and often is the key, isn't
Yes.
it?
You can do it in your own place.
How often do you exercise?
I do. I like to exercise every day.
Yeah, every day, isn't it?
Between 1 and 2 hours.
1 and 2 hours. Oh my
it
gosh.
depends.
My
Even
everyday
more.
is about 10 minutes. Thanks so much for coming on my podcast, Lala. Oh, isn't she fantastic? Do you remember we did a video before with the resistance bands?
Yes. Don't move the well done. To work out.
Link below. But you were so inspiring to me. You always inspire me. You know, she's so healthy. She work out a lot. She got a great life attitude. Very positive, very fun, very funny.
But you inspire me too, Rich. You have been a pivotal point in my life when I met you.
Hey. And thank you so much. And you always stood by me in all my wild chapters.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for the people out there?
Yes, keep active. Take on some dancing, music, go and see live music that is absolutely wonderful. And smile and be with lots of good friends and don't let anyone put you down. And love the kitties, respect all the animals and the plants. Water your gardens, make sure they don't die.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Boing!
Say bye-bye. Exactly.